Cuba, it's me, episode 53 of The Willow Show, which stands for Wrestling is Life. Life is Wrestling. Now, I did one interview with some fans, but I thought, why not start interviewing some of the wrestlers? This is a man who I've known for a long time. I've had many battles against him. I've trained alongside of him. I've fought with him, against him. His plane, his private jet, recently touched down in Kitchener, Ontario. He came all the way from Campbell River, BC. I want you to welcome to the Willow Show, the Pure Wrestling Champion, Eddie Osbourne.
How's it going, Willow fans?
The Willow fans are excited to have you here. So many questions, and you know we're going to talk about wrestling, because I love wrestling. You must too. You have dedicated your life. You are the Pure Wrestling Champion. What brings you all the way from Campbell River, BC to my neck of the woods?
Man, well, first, thank you for having me. I'm pretty honored to be the first guest, other than the youngsters there, but the first wrestler. So, what brings me here is wrestling. This weekend, we have wrestling. We have a show in Guelph for PWA and a show in Kitchener for PWA. Being that I got the belt, I'm going to defend it in both towns.
Now, my phone screen is cracked a little bit, but I try and get all the right, but correct me if I'm wrong. Tomorrow night in Guelph, you are defending this title against Eric Carney.
Definitely. Easy Eric Carney, one of my students from back in the day. But he's evolved in such a great wrestler now. I'm excited. It's going to be a challenge.
So he is one of your students. Do you feel like perhaps the student has outpassed the teacher? Like, how threatened are you that he's going to take this title away from you tomorrow night?
Man, it's going to be a fight. He's really good now. He's training people now. So he's gotten to that point where he's teaching people stuff I taught him, people that our trainers taught him. So I'm a little bit threatened, but all in all, I think I still have a trick up my sleeve, or I'll cheat, or I'll do whatever it takes to retain the title and bring it to Kitchener.
So many other great talent on this show. Tracy Smothers will be here, a man who's wrestled in almost every promotion known to man. What an honor to be on the same show as him. Have you ever wrestled Tracy Smothers before or been on a show with him?
I actually did wrestle Tracy Smothers in Alabama, of all places. So that was pretty cool. That was probably 8-10 years ago, something like that. So.
And you wrestled against him?
Yes, I wrestled against him in a singles match, and then I wrestled him in a tag match, and I forget who our partners were though.
Did you win the singles match against Tracy Smothers?
I did not win the singles match. He put me down for the 3. However, I got some revenge the next night in the tag match. I got that roll up 3.
Now, since you're defending this Pure Wrestling Championship tomorrow night, I know the next night, Saturday night, Kitchener, the Alpine Club, you are scheduled to fight Super Kamikaze in a no disqualification match. Definitely. Now, if you retain the title against Eric Carney, did I say it? Okay. If you retain, are you going to put the title on the line against Super Kamikaze the next night?
Definitely. I want to defend this belt every night of the week if I can. Me and Super Kamikaze have a little bit more heated rivalry going on than me and Eazy-E. That's just a big match. But Super K, he just came back, and he wants to be back at the top like he was when he left, and I'm not going to let him.
And why is it a no disqualification match? Like, who put that together? Is it the whole commissioner thing? They chose the match?
One of the 4 commissioners. But it was just, I guess, last time they were a little upset that he hit me with a foreign object and was disqualified, and I know they want a new champion, so they're just trying to get...
And that seems so weird and out of character, because normally I would have think you'd be the guy that would hit him with the foreign object.
Oh, I got blasted.
Oh, wow. So Super Kamikaze may be changing his ways. Yeah, Eddie Osbourne, forever the good guy, would never do something like that. But now, in this match, all that stuff will be legal. So if you did choose to do something like that, then it would be perfectly legal. So then, what is your plans if you were successful and you win the 2 matches this weekend? What are you planning to do with the title? Are you taking it to BC to defend there?
Back to BC. We got a whole bunch of shows going out there. PWA is growing out there all the time on the island. We're on Shaw TV now. We're on Rogers out here. So just keep defending it. Put my ugly mug close to it. And then I want to have this thing on the 12-year show. So that's my goal, is to bring this into the 12-year show, remain the champion, because the champ always loses at the big anniversary show, and then see what happens after that.
Now, recently, like, your plane just landed recently, and you got a ride from the spray tan Uber lady, and I just want to say, when you have that belt and you go through the airport, do you ever get any like people talking to you about it, or want an autograph, or want a picture with you, or any extra attention having the title there?
You've held this belt, and so have I. It's heavy as hell.
I never took it to an airport though.
But when I go to the airport, it goes in my on my my checked luggage, so I don't have to carry it over. It's too heavy.
And they never had to go through your bag and give you like a
My bag
search?
gets checked all the time, but I've never had any issues with it.
There's nothing with that.
No.
Okay, now also, you've been to some crazy matches over the year with numerous competitors in Ontario, British Columbia, throughout Canada, throughout the States. Do you feel like you're slowing down at any point in time, any time in the near future?
Possibly. I'm not as technical as I used to be. But now I can smash people. I know all the tricks of the trade, I feel. And I'm just excited to keep wrestling. Maybe I won't wrestle as much. I wrestle mainly PWA, W.I.L.L.I.W. But ECCW, I'm trying to do some stuff there and going Big West. So over the next 3 months, I'm booked every weekend. So I guess yes, but no.
Yeah. It seems like you still got a passion for the business. Maybe your in-ring career may not go on quite as long, but it seems like you're always going to be involved in wrestling no matter what. Like, that's the impression I'm getting.
I got the pencil, baby.
And BC is booming now. They have 7 promotions, whereas we have 25 here in Ontario. But and you're also doing a lot of work behind the scenes. I know, as getting some of these shows on on TV and the fight apps and on YouTube and everything like that. So, knowing that you are very involved behind the scenes and also very involved in the ring, what do you love about wrestling the most?
Man.
Other than talking to me on the
well,
show.
hey, that's pretty alright. I love the guys. I love hanging out with all the people. The road trips, the after parties, the stuff before the ring, the stuff after the ring, and I really enjoy the stuff in the ring. I love the fans, so I love it all. Just hanging out with all the guys, coming to Ontario. It's like I never have to grow up because I'm hanging out with my buddies every weekend.
And I get the impression you're a gym guy. You love to be in the gym all the time.
I know a guy named Jim.
Oh, Jim. So anyway, if you could wrestle anybody that you haven't wrestled before, who do you think that would be?
Man, there's so many options. You can think of people from the past.
People you haven't wrestled.
But I'm saying you can think of WWE guys, because everyone wants to know who do you want to wrestle in WWE. Or I can think of PWA guys or V.I.L.L.I.W guys, or my students, but I've wrestled a lot of them. So I might have even wrestled, I don't know. But right now I'd say I want to hook it up with Josh Alexander.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's winning a lot of matches in PWA. I'm defending the belt, so I think we're coming to a point where we're going to butt heads soon.
Yeah, and a lot of people have, almost anybody can have a great match with Josh Alexander. I feel like he perhaps may be the measuring stick in Ontario
right
wrestling.
Right now, though, this is my measuring stick, right? So when he has it, then he'll be the man.
Well, that's a good point.
He's the man. He's a fantastic wrestler.
Does it matter what the other boys think of you? Does it matter what respect you have? Or does it matter who holds the championships? That is a good argument. Feel free to comment.
Or with the fans. There's so many different ways to look at wrestling.
Yes, everybody has their own opinion, and I feel like everyone is right in their own opinion to feel the way because they're passionate. If they love wrestling, then they're right. Now, also, some big things are coming up. We got the anniversary show. Canada Day is always big. We got things in BC and Canada. Are you ever thinking of expanding, maybe PWA Saskatchewan or PWA Quebec or anything like PWA the United States or not Trinidad?
We're trying to hook up Trinidad. We'll see how that goes. But I don't know. We'll just keep. Right now, I'm just so busy with Ontario and BC. A lot in BC right now, so I'm gonna try and make those better. Sometimes I take on a lot more than I can, and other things suffer before it. So I'm going to just try and keep working on that, keep wrestling, and see where things take me.
And I know for myself, back in the day, I was so shy, and you gave me a lot of opportunities over the years, and countless other people opportunities. You've also had a hand in training numerous students. Who's your favorite student? You've always had. Who is your favorite
there's
student?
Too many of them, man. I can't say it. No answers.
We need an answer. We're live
Easy's amazing. Nolan James, Nathan Legacy, Judas Icarus, Havico, Tommy Ryder, Addy. All these guys are all good. I probably forgot people now, so I feel bad. But
Now on the Willow Show, I do a lot of top 10 lists, and no matter what, I always receive a lot of flack about who I put on there. Who is your favorite student that you've ever had?
I got none. They're all so different in so many different ways that there is no number one. They all love wrestling. They all give everything they can about it, so there's no number one. I didn't say Joey Allen in my list of Joey Allen's in there. He can be number one for right now.
Joey Allen's number one. He
right
paid
now.
Eddie Osbourne the most money, so he's number one. I'm so honored to have you as my first wrestling guest. I hope I will have more wrestling guests on the future. A great thing to have Eddie Osbourne on the show. He's done a lot for wrestling. I don't feel he gets the credit he deserves. But hey, you know what? That's just me. This is episode 53 of The W.I.L.L.I.W Show, which stands for Wrestling is Life, Life is Wrestling. Remember, like, or you get a leg drop. Comment, or you get a clothesline. Subscribe, or you get a...
Oh my god, I think it's a suplex.
He watches the show, folks. I'm your host, Elian Habanero, with my guest, Eddie Osbourne. I love wrestling. Cuba!
Ow.